Some of Disney's most iconic characters, such as Captain Jack Sparrow, Mulan, Mickey Mouse, Baloo, and more, are ready to hit the tracks in one of the best free-to-play hero-based kart racing games around. Not only are there a plethora of different Disney characters to play, but Disney Speedstorm also features a wide range of tracks inspired by some of the best Disney and Pixar movies of all time. Whether it's solo or online with friends, you can upgrade different characters and use their unique abilities on the track to come out on top. Disney Speedstorm is a fun, fast-paced racing game for anyone to enjoy, but you'll need to master your skills to hit those perfectly timed nitro boosts, drift around corners, and adapt to the dynamic track environments if you want to come out on top.
All right.
Super Kirby Clash is a multiplayer action game. You team up with up to 3 other players to take on boss fights. Bosses are various enemies found throughout the various Kirby games, so fans of the franchise will see some familiar faces. Additionally, players will craft weapons, obtain armor, and nab items to help along the journey. The game boasts over 100 quests, but they're all mostly the same thing, which is big boss fights. In that, the game doesn't score points for variety. However, it's a quick chill arcade game that you can pick up and put down whenever you need to. Plus, Kirby is awesome. Fortnite's one of those games that you've almost certainly already heard of, even if you're not a gamer. Originally launched in 2017, it's become one of the most popular games in the world, an online battle royale in which you fight against 99 opponents to be the last player standing. Its developers keep things fresh with regular updates and a continually evolving plotline, and while it looks best on a powerful PC, the humble Switch handles it well. It's free to play, but any parent will already know that there are plenty of temptations to spend money on extra goodies. Warframe is a sci-fi adventure game that often gets compared to Destiny 2. In this one, you'll unlock Warframes that you then use to explore the game world, battle opponents, and progress through the story. It's been around for ages, so there is a metric ton of content for players to get through. Switch players can also play with Xbox, PC, and PlayStation players with the cross-play feature. As stated, the game is massive, and there is so much to do that it'll keep you busy for a long time. There is premium currency, but you can earn it in-game. With a little patience, you can get to high-level endgame in Warframe without spending a dime. It's a PG-13 type of game, so it's not great for younger kids, but it's still one of the best free Switch games. For some people, the best aspects of MMO games aren't hunting and fighting monsters, but rather the ability to make friends and build a community. Palia speaks to those who love games like Animal Crossing, offering them a relaxing sim MMO where they can just make friends with the characters and players in the world. Palia's main story challenges players to discover what happened to the humans of the world. However, along the way, they can get invested in other chill activities like fishing, hunting, or building their perfect homes. Though this is a fairly new game, that just means players can get in near the ground floor and enjoy all the new activities and events to come. Fall Guys is a highly addictive battle royale video game available on many platforms, including the Nintendo Switch. In June 2022, the game was rolled out as free-to-play, massively increasing its popularity. Fall Guys takes inspiration from game shows like Takeshi's Castle and Wipeout to create a hilarious gaming experience. For each game show, 60 players in the form of jelly bean creatures are selected to battle it out in rounds of heavy elimination. Fall Guys embraces chaos, and it's this aspect of the free-to-play game that makes it so enjoyable. Get ready for some wacky inflatable tube adventures in Ninjala. This unique battle royale blends fast-paced action with bubblegum mechanics. Chew bubblegum to inflate yourself, unleash powerful ninja gum attacks, and dominate the arena. Ninjala offers a refreshing take on the battle royale genre with its quirky visuals, innovative gum mechanics, and exciting PvP battles. Based on the long-running Fallout series of games, Fallout Shelter is a cartoony management game in which you build and maintain your dream vault, adding new rooms, ensuring there's enough power and food for everyone, and taking on the occasional quest along the way. It's free to play and pretty easy to avoid having to pay anything, although you'll definitely be tempted by some of the fun extras you can buy to make your vault feel more like home. Super Animal Royale is a top-down multiplayer battle royale game where 64 adorable but deadly animals compete for survival. Choose your favorite among foxes, pandas, cats, and other bloodthirsty creatures. Then, parachute into the wreckage of an unfortunate safari park and fend off deadly bullets, explosives, and comical dance attacks. Cut through tall grass and scavenge abandoned structures to find the weapons, explosives, and health potions you need to survive. Additionally, watch out for the super stinky gas that slowly creeps in from the edges of the map. The game combines carefully balanced run-and-gun gameplay with an intuitive fog of war system that restricts your vision to the line of sight. You can be both the hunter and the hunted, but only one animal can reach the top of the food chain, and when paws hold weapons, everyone's guess is as good as any. Pokémon features 2 free games and both made our list. The first, Pokémon Quest, is an action-adventure game where you explore Tumblecube Island in search of loot. Players also establish a base camp with various upgrades available to your camp and Pokémon. It's a fairly chill experience overall, but it's a lot simpler than standard Pokémon games. Pokémon Unite is an online multiplayer game where teams of 5 match up to see who can score the most points. It has similar gameplay mechanics to a MOBA. Players battle it out for 10 minutes, and then the team with the highest score at the end wins. You'll start with a weaker Pokémon and then level it up as the game progresses to help you score more points. Overwatch 2 is the latest game in the franchise, and although it hasn't struck the same chord the first game did, it's still a decent game overall. It's a sci-fi online multiplayer FPS game where you team up with other players and battle with the opposing team. It takes a more traditional approach, so you get things like team deathmatch instead of big battle royales. There are over a dozen game modes and types, including control, escort, deathmatch, and elimination, along with some less serious variants like low gravity mode. That gives players a ton to do. Since the microtransactions are strictly for cosmetic purposes, you can't buy your way to a win in this game, which is nice to see. Apex Legends is a sci-fi squad-based shooter. The main game mode is a battle royale, where you drop in with 2 teammates and try to be the last team standing at the end. There are other game modes you can play as well, which makes this a fairly varied shooter. It plays well when the Switch is both handheld and on a TV, but a TV feels a bit more comfortable. Each player has their choice of character. There's a base roster that you unlock as you progress, along with seasonal characters that you can unlock as part of the game's battle pass. There are in-app purchases in the form of cosmetics and the aforementioned battle pass, but otherwise you can play this for free all the time.
Care package over there? Bamboozles for the foozles. It works, it rhymes.